viral, they prevent you from talking about verboten topics like, Nazi red mercury, anti-gravity. But the thing about schizophrenia and being a jack off, welcome to the
I don't know.
In and out.
I don't know anything more projection than what you just said.
Well, you see, I'm recording over here, Scarface. This is called my podcast show. It's a live stream video on YouTube, so everybody can sit there and gauge what they're listening to.
Can I have a more original name than Scarface?
What was that, Scarface?
Can I have a more original name than Scarface?
Right. I'm just going to quote McZad and say, right.
Okay. It's not just the scar. There's more than the scar. That's
right. It's a beauty mark, right?
No, I wish it was a beauty mark. That'd be nice. That'd be cute.
Well, you do realize that in Ultra Derecha, as well as the book club, we have one rule, right? And that's that you can't repeat yourself, right? And if you do repeat yourself, you get a bell, right? Because we're going to Pavlovian condition you and hypnotize you to stop saying that, right?
You're the one that repeats yourself, sir.
Listen, Scarface, I'm just telling you, if you tell us anything about the scar over the next 5 hours of using Clubhouse, and we'll compare it to the past 5 days.
Kitover, right? You're the one that's talking about it, not me.
Well, I'm done talking about it.
Just call him Hook Nose.
No, it's mean.
Yeah. He calls you
Scarface. How about Mr. Clean?
Listen, I just want to say that if you, oh my God, I have to play it.
Can I call him Mr. Clean? What about Mr. Clean?
I have to play for you guys an audio clip of Rabbi Shmuley Bateach at a VIP dinner event with Benjamin Netanyahu. Do you want to hear that? You guys are going to shit yourself when you hear Shmuley Bateach speaking.
Before you play, let me see if I can do him. Let me see if I can do his voice. My name is Rabbi Shmuley, and the people are big anti-Semites, and that's how you talk. No? Did I hit that?
We'll have to listen to him right now and see.
It was pretty close.
His voice, it's very like stressed.
You do a good job of imitating voices. The other day when you did Simon, you did a good job. Can you do Kitover?
No, he's hard.
I think you could do Ryan.
Yeah, you could. Did you see? I don't know if I ever told you. That Ian Crossland is my friend, good old friend from the early days of YouTube. And did you see him talk about the USS Liberty with Tim Pool?
Oh, like you actually? Okay, I know who you're talking about now. I didn't know you.
The sexy Ian, yeah. He's not sexy, bro. He smells like BO if you meet him in person.
Oh no!
Yeah, he's a stinky guy.
Projection alert. Projection alert.
Are you all still friends?
I don't message him or whatever, but I got his contact info. But anyway,
Tim Pool's
calling it quits, right? He's out.
That's all fake news, dude. It's all fake news. It's clickbait, bro. That's all he does. It's always clickbait.
No. I actually think Tim Pool thinks he's in danger. I think Tim Pool is spending about $200,000 to $300,000 a year on personal security, and he's saying, "Fuck this. Why should I waste all this good money I made? If I just quit, I'll like disappear, and that'll be the end of it."
We'll see what he wants. No, he's not going to stop. He just wants to de-escalate, and essentially, he was crying. He's like, "I can't even sell this property." He can't sell the property, and he invested so much into it. I bet you he borrowed a ton.
I thought he was living in
I bet you he overspent himself, borrowed a ton, and YouTube probably cut his earnings dramatically. And YouTube is the primary source of his income. So if he's having the thing is, it's all drama 101, man. This is all performative art. Like, you have to think about high school drama.
He was so egotistical. He put his fucking face.
Yeah, I know. Billboards everywhere. I know he's on
That's how
billboards.
much ego the guy had.
Wait, he went into the Matrix. He put his face on what?
On a billboard in Times Square.
Chicago
wow.
too. I saw his billboard in Chicago. I couldn't believe it. I was like, wow. But see, the thing is, I worked at YouTube, and he basically.
When did you work at YouTube?
I worked at Google YouTube. I don't know, a couple of years ago here in Chicago at their Morgan Street office as a contractor, not as a full-time employee. Anyways, the point is, man, he's a legend, but I bet you, see, the thing is, to bring people into your recording studio is such a fucking hassle. The fact that you can just literally do partner videos on YouTube now, they have the co-host or whatever, basically shared video live stream. So anyways, Diego, you're falling for it, man. You're just falling for Tim Pool content. Like, if we're not talking about him, then he didn't trick us, but he tricked us. People report fake gunshots all the time at their house.
You're in the Matrix, Diego.
John, when you talk about you explain to me, you sound like you sparked this Terminator and True Lies, bro.
Listen,
You
you're
sound like the Terminator. You're in the Matrix.
You sound like Sparks in True Lies.
See, I heard you, but the whole point about my life, and my journey is, if you want to be a deep state operative, you got to go real deep. And not many people are willing to swim through a sewer line to get out. And if you see that movie, Shawshank Redemption, you're in the Matrix, by the way, Diego, if you can hear me. I'm just saying, some people really thirst for freedom, and sometimes you got to swim through the sewer line to get there, to stay alive, to survive, to thrive. Oh, my coaching student, Dennis, is here. He's one of my...
I have a feeling that's John Hermosa.
That's what's his face from California.
Then kick out.
Anyways, welcome back to Diego and Nora's thorny relationship. It's a rose with thorns. How do you guys describe your relationship? Hello?
I don't know about my Matrix or not.
No, we can hear you.
So how do you guys describe your relationship? Go first, Diego.
I'm disentangled, I think is what you would say.
Oh, you guys have disentangled yourselves? Hello?
Am I in the Matrix? I don't know. I think I'm in the Matrix. Hello?
So, Princessia, how do you describe the relationship? Is it disentangled?
Like a bee to a flower.
Like a flower to a bee? What came first, the flower or the bee?
The bee.
Why?
Because B comes before F.
Well, the whole point is to be like a flower. And if you want to be like a flower, flowers don't talk. Flowers just sway in the wind, absorbing all the sunlight, but they don't talk. They don't talk. They make noise sometimes when they sway, but a bee makes a lot of noise. Bzzz. So welcome back to another Brain Drain, Brain Rot Room hosted by the Brain Rotted Out. It's a brain rot clown society, ladies and gentlemen. Jalopy
It's a
driving.
marketplace of ideas.
Diego, I've only heard jalopy used twice in my life, and one is Kitover, and the other is Nick Fuentes on Pierce Morgan yesterday.
Oh, you use the word jalopy?
Well, he's from Chicago. Wow. He's from the Chicagoland area. You know what the craziest trip is in the world? When I hear the Pope talking and he sounds like he's a Polak from Chicago, like just a normal guy who grew up, lived in Chicago. His accent is so Chicago, it's unbelievable, and it's so funny listening to him speak. Because I'm like, I can't believe a guy from Chicago is now the head of the Catholic Church. Like, it's fucking crazy. It's crazy. It's unbelievable because normally they pick somebody international, you know. Usually an Italian or a German, but to pick a guy from Chicago, it's like, what a trip. It might make me become Catholic. I might decide to go Catholic. It's coming. It's coming. Just because he's from Chicago. That's good enough for me. It's like, why wouldn't I want to join the world's largest church if the head of the thing is from Chicago?
There you go. Congratulations.
It's the best reason to join. Finally, somebody in the church, the fucking Pope is from Chicago. It's like, because the last Pope was doing all kinds of crazy shit, you know? It's like a party for your death, basically. It's like the final, that's like the greatest job in the world is to probably be the Pope, because basically you're throwing yourself a party until you croak, and then the cardinals convene, they blow a little smoke, and you get your new king. It's a very simple process. And Nick Fuentes in that interview, he's like, yeah, I don't think women should vote. I don't believe in equal rights for women. Pierce Morgan's like, you're a bigot and a racist. Self-described racist. David, shut up. Shut up, David. What's the 7-day forecast looking like? All right, ladies and gentlemen, it's our 12 o'clock hour. We did it again. 60,000 videos on YouTube at this point.
And some of them don't even have audio.
I know. It's so stupid. So stupid. It's kind of like making the point, though. What's the point, you know? I just followed you. Nora Adusalus.
You followed me? You have so many accounts, bro. Oh, we lost Diego.
Yeah, he went about his life. He's like, oh, this is a good time. I'm disentangled, finally.
There you go.
Finally.
If only my face didn't get cut off.
This is the repetition warning system. This is the repetition warning system. You have been warned for repeating yourself.
No, I'm
Do not repeat yourself, or I will hit the bell again. This is your early repetition warning system. Just imagine if, like, Diego had a bell system where every time he had an anti-Semitic thought, a bell just went off. And he'd be like, why am I having all these anti-Semitic thoughts?
He's not anti-Semitic.
He just said he wants to be considered the #1 anti-Semite in the world.
No, he was making a joke. Based on what you all call him.
Yeah, I know it's a joke, but Diego kind of takes it seriously because this little room here, this ultra derecho, is like his little outlet for his, secret depression. Because if you only think the J words are the problem, and you think that's the only problem and the biggest problem, and it's the source of your problem.
I think the problem is my face not open.
There you go. You both got different problems. One of you has like a, well, you both have spiritual soul correction work to do. Otherwise, you wouldn't be doing what you're doing. That could be projection, but I gotta go take a hot bath.
Yeah.
You sound like Yal right there. And you think that she's doxing you? Oh yeah, because she does have a big X account. You should be worried about her X power.
I don't care about her.
Oh well, that's mature of you. But then, if you don't care about her, why do you care about Diego? Diego's a bit, you know.
Of course I care about Diego.
Actually, you're co-modded. I think. Oh, but that's only because he left. You know.
Oh.
Damn.
I'm looking at my disfigurement in my photo booth on my computer.
Mm-hmm. What does that feel like?
It's horrible. I miss my old face.
Well, listen to the bell. This is your repetition warning system. You have breached the repetition warning system. Hello? That's weird! You know, my dad told me he had a friend, and like, I didn't see him for a while, and I'm like, where's your friend? You know? And he's like, oh, he's so annoying, he won't stop talking about his skin. I was like, so you stop being friends with him because he won't shut the fuck up about his skin? He's like, yeah. He's like, the fuck? He's like, every time I see him, he's always talking about his skin stuff. You know,
What's wrong with his skin?
Done listening to him about his skin.
What's wrong with his skin?
He's got the same fucking brain virus that you do, where you can't focus on anything, and so you're always talking about. Hello?
I had a traumatic.
Hello?
It's okay.
Hello? Did somebody hit the fart button? Hello?
Hopefully it gets better, but I doubt it.
You know, if Diego's considers himself the number one anti-Semite on this app and the internet, I have to consider myself the number one anti-Semitic dehypnotist. Dehypnotizing you from your own racist, stupid, bigoted ideology. It's not, it's stupid. Because everything is chopped up into politics. But you schmucks call certain people names when technically everyone is in their own faction. And that's because you morons don't read anything. You never, Diego.
So mean.
I'm here to help you in your Holocaust. This is a hologram. What are you talking about? You schmucks are stupid. I'm here as a software program to update you. This is your app update. This is your de-radicalization, de-hypnosis, Pavlovian deconditioning. Just listen to the bell in the Holocaust. Hello? 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 Oh, sorry. I meant to play you the Rabbi Shmuley Bateach clip, but I got distracted. My bad.
Well, you should wait until Diego comes back.
You're so in love with Diego. It's pathetic. Is that beta? Is that like a simp beta orbiter or something? Like, what? How do you describe yourself?
What is a simp beta orbiter?
Meaning that, like, you have no self-confidence. You're a weak, pathetic human being. And you live only to breathe Diego's farts. Like, that's kind of what I'm talking about.
No, I had a bad injury that's made me self-conscious. So I don't really think about, like, that anymore. But yeah, of course I care about Diego. I wish that this didn't happen to my face because I don't want Diego to look at my face like this.
The other side, there was no one here and no one there. And he slights the Egyptian. He saves his brother. The other side, The other side, there was no one here.
He was not even a man. Vayach es ha-Mitzri vayitbaneh b'chol. So he smote the Egyptian. So he destroyed Hamas. So he hit Hezbollah. He was not even a man. Vayach es ha-Mitzri vayitbaneh b'chol. So he smote the Egyptian. So he destroyed Hamas. So he hit Hezbollah. He was not even. Moshe, Mordechai, Mordechai would not bend. He would not kowtow. Sarah, without you, your husband would not have that pillar of strength to keep him erect and strong at all times to make sure that we Jews never bend. Let me finally say, Prime Minister in his humility today, the Prime Minister in his humility said that Moshe just Moshe, Mordechai, Sarah, thank you for being the Prime Minister. Sarah, thank you for being the Prime Minister.
What does that sound?
That is Rabbi Shmuley B'teach one-upping the Prime Minister of Israel, Benjamin Netanyahu. It's a crazy video on Shmuley's Instagram. It's because he says that Hamas was only hit, but what are they called? Anyways, it's just on his Instagram. But it's funny because the head of Israel, Netanyahu's like, whatever. It's like, this motherfucker is like doing too much, too extra. It's too crazy. You know, he's sitting there, he's like, let's just eat. We did a nice blessing. Like, holy shit. But Shmuley B'teach, you know, man, is, in my opinion, fearless. Like, an intense, very intense individual and very dramatic speaker. It's his, it's his Instagram. It's basically all art, because everything is art except for violence. Violence is not art, As a critic, you have to be a non-violent individual, and there are violent people out there.
Team Old Spice is coming into the pits. Coconuts and palm trees.
such an angry guy, Alpha. Try reading a book. Go to the gym, Alpha. You're so... Let me help you all. Who boomed the room? Who boomed the room? Who boomed the room? Woo! It was me. Who boomed the room? It was me. It was me. Who boomed the room? It was me.
That shit, you niggas suck, man. This shit is embarrassing. It's embarrassing.
Hello?
Then you come on here really trying to convince us. And only people that believe in this.
Certain cycle. Fuck happened genetically, but men and women separated and men started being born. Then that's when sexual reproductive function separated. But originally it was just all women. Like that it started off with the divine mothers and then it became the divine mothers and fathers. Even if you read the Gnostic texts of Christianity and Judaism and Islam, it always talks about how there was a woman in the garden first and how humanity started off female and then Adam came from Lilith. So I mean, on a spiritual, scientific, and metaphysical level, it makes sense to me.
She just made up something. That's not true.
And you know what? Honestly, y'all saying that they can't fertilize themselves, that's
such a
just something I
liar.
Well, what's interesting is that, you know, a lot of the stuff you hear on Clubhouse, the exact opposite is the truth. So it's kind of an interesting way to like.
Listen, the embryological work, I know I said that too fast, but the embryo.
Well,
We corrected her.
Right.
well. Anyways, the point is, I'm not going to engage in this conversation. But this room is called "Toxic Black Women at Clown House." Would you survive?
Because our diet or whatever, so we can, but then also, maybe it's because women became obsessed with men. Maybe women did this.
Maybe.
You know, because women can manifest and create anything. You know, maybe they did this. Maybe they got tired of creating babies from their own coochies, and maybe they wanted to find a reason to connect with men, to connect with their creations. Because when you really think about it, women are so obsessed with men. It's fucking ridiculous.
I'm not. Genuinely, I'm not. Look.
All right. Well, I would just say that that's actually maybe less brain rot than some of the shit that I hear in this room.
No way.
Well, from an observational perspective, to hear black women talking about that shit is kind of interesting.
Has two moms, and we love them. We love their family. Oddly, weirdly, they're one of the more conservative families in the block in terms of like their daughter Leah isn't allowed to have a phone and isn't allowed to watch certain things
Because we don't know what we're missing.
True. I mean, I find it awesome, and I'm glad you don't find it awesome.
I don't find it awesome.
Yeah, that's good that you don't find it awesome. Tell me why.
I don't find it awesome because we don't know what's on the other side. So why would you become a robot rather than whatever the natural course of life?
And I think it's awesome because we get to reach to that point where we're going to answer that same question you just asked, like what is on the other side. So I kind of find it awesome, even though it could be detrimental. I don't know. It's like it's something that you should get aware of, man, that we haven't settled on a pick yet.
That's cool. So you don't think that they knew? I mean, like, they were, like, literally doing, all happening for people while they were, you know, to be.
Yes, these people are doing things. I'm pretty sure they had problems, man. 1999, the government was
70 years ahead.
Plus tuition in the summertime.
Every year technology has doubled, like, since I was a kid. I went to science camp, they taught me a lot of shit. And, like, I had this teacher, you know, I think he was in the Navy because he was on a submarine. He wasn't gay. I'm not going to make fun of him. He's a really nice guy. And he said that duct tape saved his life. You know,
Duct tape? Duct tape, it could save your life from leaking a submarine. It could save you if your gun breaks down, if your car breaks down, or duct tape can save your life. Duct tape and a medical kit is very.
I mean, if you got no money in the fucking bank, even if you got brain damage, duct tape can help.
If I go to war, I'm carrying my gun. Duct tape, morphine, and a medical kit.
Yo, duct tape's the shit. Like, my brother cut his hand and he just put duct tape on it.
Yeah, that's great. Then when you pull the duct tape off the womb. Oh, Princessia says she duct taped her face.
I should have.
She got a duck face now. Scarface. Loser psyop. Danny, what do you mean loser psyop? Like, is the room a psyop by losers and this is our loser attempt to psyop people? Like, what are we doing here?
Whole bunch of shit.
You know, a loser psyop could be the future of all psyops. Meaning that the next president could be a huge loser, and that'll be the psyop. It's kind of like Jimmy Carter, I guess.
Yeah, you know,
The biggest psyop ever is higher taxes. That's the biggest fucking psyop ever.
the biggest psyop is the
Diego.
world.
Diego's running a psyop. Oh, the world is a psyop?
Definitely. I think the world is a psyop.
The planet's running a psyop. And so some people think that we are like androcytes or ants, basically.
Yes.
Do you think we're technically like working for the planet? You know, like the planet created us, and the planet is so smart it psyoped us into thinking that there's, you know, some kind of higher purpose, but technically we are doing the will of the planet Earth.
What is the will of planet Earth? To destroy it?
No, communication and building out a network across the planet, you know, to basically create like a tesseract or a mother box or the Tower of Babel. Like, it's all about communication.
But I thought that they would knock down the Tower of Babel.
Yeah, but it's now happening right now. These cell phones are the new. These are the cell phone is the prison within the tower. It's a cell.
We're not reaching so high. We're not building.
Well, speak for
to be
yourself.
higher than God.
We're in a loser psyop room. We're in a loser psyop room. This is it. This is the product called the now, which is all of the past and all of the future compressed into a loser psyop. Also, we are in the Holocostco, which is like a hologram plus a Costco store, and you get a Holocostco. So you can manifest a lot of great things in the Holocostco. Have you been to a Costco? Because if it was a hologram, it's pretty good for a hologram.
I thought of this shit, first, and I feel like you guys love my brain so much, you just can't get enough of it. Because it's just fire,
Well, that's up to Princess.
I love it. I've always loved the way you think, and I don't think anything's wrong with you. So.
Yakov, have you ever gotten a job, Yakov?
job.
What are you talking about, dude?
I was your career consultant like a year ago on this app.
Just so you know, I couldn't even join the military if I
No, you weren't. No, you wasn't.
I was. I did career consulting with you like a year or even 2 years ago. I see you still haven't gotten a job because it is working hours, unless you're on your lunch break.
I've been self-employed since I was 29, bro.
Well, you're in a loser psyop room, so I hate to break it to you, but you're talking to a candy box called AI.
So, are you calling me AI, bitch?
Did you just call me a bitch, Danny?
I'm so sorry.
I think she did.
Well, you are talking to an unemployed, self-employed Yaakov, a black Hebrew Israelite, as well as a candy box known as AI. You're all. Did you just call me a piece of shit for calling you a BHI?
Yeah, because I'm not a Hebrew Israelite.
What are you, Yaakov?
Yeah, let me get you off. You sound like John Kitover, and I think it is John Kitover. Are you John Kitover?
It's AI candy box.
The only way I won't block you right now if you tell me. Are you John Kitover?
Yes, it is.
This is John Kitover.
Okay, I'm not going to block you. Actually, I'm going to add you, asshole.
All right. Well, now you know who you're talking to.
No, we're both in the military, though.
Well, I was your career consultant about a year ago.
Chicago?
No, I'm living in Uranus.
No, for real. I'm asking you for a serious reason.
No, I took up residency within an aisle at Costco on the third shelf. I'm living at a Costco store right now.
No, for real. Seriously, no, for real. I'm asking you seriously. Are you still in Chicago?
No, I moved. I moved to West Palm Beach.
He's lying. He's still Chicago's congressman.
A week ago, before all the snow started, I moved to Florida.
John, I have a friend in Chicago that needs help as one.
Well, just tell him to get on Clown House and we'll do the consultation and everyone curses each other out, or in the Holocaustco room with Ultra Derecha team.
All right, you don't want to listen to me. Never mind.
All right, well, welcome back to Everyone Curses Each Other.
I asked for your help once. Well, I asked for your help once every 3 years, and you never helped. So it's just like,
He's a fucking crazy
what are you
man.
worth?
Don't listen to him.
No, I realize that I can't actually help people. It's easier just to do a verbal consultation.
Okay? Don't trust him.
I'm listening to you, Danny. Danny, tell me what he did.
He got a little Hades.
Tell me what he did.
Hello?
AI's gonna kill me.
Everyone keeps talking about AI all the time. Every other sentence, it's like AI, 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 AI. Everyone's always talking about AI.
It's the same way with every other sentence. It's like AI.
Well, everybody's saying AI, but nobody's saying YHVH, YHVH. Hello?
Bitcoin's at 94,000 this morning.
Hello? Everybody wants AI in their clown house room because basically I do all the work for the show, and people who create the rooms, I'm the AI that they've always been looking for here on Clown House. I'm like that little midget that lives in a vending machine that pushes out the candy to the customer. They don't know there's an actual midget in the box. It's a little bit like Wizard of Oz. There's a man behind the curtain. And, people in the future are going to have to start taking AI jobs and helping people do AI things. And here I am right now. as AI, helping you achieve your greatest dreams and ambitions and fulfill the will and desire that is truly yours. I am AI. I am here to help you achieve the next level of genius in your life that you've been looking for but have yet to achieve because your concentration and focus is so terrible. Here you are, right now, listening to me, AI, your friendly chatbot. Hello? Oh, Requit's here. I thought he quit already. He had to quit again?
I love that you did that. That was just so epic.
Thank you, Yakov. No, Requit, he's a...
He rage quit the PSYOP. You can't rage quit the PSYOP, dude.
Oh, Schwartz is hot and spicy. Marjosh herring. Oh, it's fish. I thought it was candy.
Is that John Kitover?
This is John Kitover. I'm now known as Candy AI. Hi, Requit. Requit, what's going on? Are you still living at home? Are you eating spicy fish? What's going on in your life these days? Are you reading any good Torah?
This holiday, book a gift of music. Save 25% on a loved one's first 4 lessons.
Hello? Oh, it's Baccarini, Master and Commander.
And why do you have those twins that are supposed to be like the Britney twins?
I don't know. I just saw it one day. I was like, this is fucking crazy.
Are they for real, or is that just like a style?
Yeah, that's real. No, that's just real.
Have you seen Abby and Brittany? They look just like that. They're just blonde.
Welcome to Hollow Costco, your new ultra derecho hypnosis by AI.
Did you ever find any anti-Semites that fall for this shit?
Everyone curses each other out, Yakov. Yakov, come to the new room. Soon you'll be all alone. It's called Hollow Costco in ultra derecho. Yes! Presenting Yakov! Okay, everybody. Well, we all have things to do in our real world, so I'm going to put on some of my world-famous music that I produce on Suno. I'm going to go live my best life right now. Hello? Hello?
Yeah.
Okay, without further ado, I give you music by John Kitover.
Being 1 in me. Take a picture of the front building. Just take a picture. Be still. Bound by the cerements of will. Corpse rigid, thus thou mayst aboard. The fidget babes that tease the thorn. Next let the breath rhythm be low, easy, regular and slow. So that thy being be in tune with the great sea's Pacific soul.
Alpha has what we call compulsive thinking and compulsive speaking disorder. The guy doesn't know how to meditate and listen to music. Take a break, Alpha. Relax yourself. Chill out, Alpha. You're wound up too tight. You're gonna explode, Alpha. Relax.
Observe its entity.
Don't take yourself so seriously. This is a fucking social audio chat app for schoolgirls. Little baby children, you're out here.
Intense and keen, turned inward miss. No atom of analysis. Sixth on one thought, securely pinned. Still every whisper of the wind. So like a flame, straight and unstirred. Burn up thy being in one word. Next, still that ecstasy prolong thy meditation, steep and strong, slaying even God, should he distract.
Okay, I'm gonna go create a new room. Enjoy the rest of your day.
All these things in one overpower. Time that the midnight blossom flower, the oneness is yet even in this, my son, thou shalt not do amiss. If thou restrain the expression, shoot thy glance to rapture's darkling root, discarding name, form, sight, and stress. Even of this high consciousness, pierce to the heart, I leave thee here. Thou art the master I revere, thy radiance that rolls afar, oh brother of the silver star. There are 7 keys to the great gate, being 8 in one and 1 in 8. First let the body of thee be still, bound by the cerements of will. Corpse rigid, thus thou mayest abort the fidget babes that tease the thought. Next let the breath rhythm be low, easy, regular and slow, so that thy being be in tune with the great sea's Pacific soul. Third, let thy life be pure and calm, sway softly as a well to live be bound to the one love of the profound. Fifth, let the thought divinely free from sense observe its entity. Watch every thought that springs in hands, hour after hour thy vigilance, intense and keen, turned inward amidst no atom of analysis. Sixth on one thought securely pinned, still every whisper of the wind. So like a flame, straight and unstirred, burn up thy being in one word. Next, still that ecstasy prolong thy meditation, steep and strong, slaying even God, should he distract thy attention from the chosen at last. All these things in one o'erpower. Time that the midnight blossom flowered, the oneness is yet even in this, my son, thou shalt not do amiss. If thou thou restrain the expression, shoot thy glance to rapture's darkling root, discarding name, form, sight, and stress, even of this high consciousness. Pierce to the heart.
A roundup of 4 folding weapons showcased at gun exhibitions in the United States. The first one has a very unique design. Its appearance looks like a vehicle's triangular warning sign, but when fully unfolded, it is actually a survival rifle. Because of its long body, it uses a folding structure for better portability. Once folded, it becomes compact enough to carry by hand. The second one is an AR-15 rifle that can fit inside a backpack. After taking it out, you simply unfold the stock, attach the detachable barrel to the receiver, and the assembly is complete. There is also a triple fold version where both the barrel and stock can fold, allowing it to fit easily into a backpack, extremely portable. The third weapon is the FMG 9-fold.
Master, I revere thy radiance that rose afar, O brother of the silver star. There are 7 keys to the great gate, being 8 in 1 and 1 in 8. First, let the body of thee be still, bound by the cerements of will. Corpse rigid, thus thou mayst hold the fidget babes that tease the thought. Next, let the breath rhythm be low, easy, regular, and slow, so that thy being be in tune with the great sea's specific swoon. Third, let thy life be pure and calm, sweet softly as a well to live be bound to the one love of the profound. Fifth, let the thought divinely free from sense observe its entity. Watch every thought that springs in hands. Hour after hour thy vigilance intense and keen turned inward. No atom of analysis sits on one thought securely pinned. Still every whisper of the wind. So like a flame, straight and unstirred, burn up thy being in one word. Exhale that ecstasy prolong, thy meditations deep and strong. Slaying even God, should he distract thy attention from the chosen man. Last all these things in one were power, time that the midnight blossom flower. The oneness is yet, even in this, my son, thou shalt not do amen. If thou restrain the expression, shoot thy glance to rapture's darkling root, discarding name, form, sight, and stress, even of this high consciousness. Pierce to the heart, I leave thee here. Thou art the master, I revere thy radiance that rose afar, O brother of the silver star. There are 7 keys to the great gate, being 8 in 1 and 1 in 8. First, let the body of thee be still, bound by the cerements of will. Corpse rigid, thus thou mayest abhor the fidget babes that tease the thought. Next, let the breath rhythm be low, easy, regular, and slow, so that thy being be in tune with the great sea's Pacific swoon. Third, let thy life be pure and calm, swayed softly as a well to leave me bound to the one love of the profound. Fifth, let the thought divinely free from sense observe its entity. Watch every thought that springs in hands. Hour after hour, thy vigilance, intense and keen, turned inward. Miss no atom more than now is six on one thought securely pinned. Still every whisper of the wind. So like a flame, straight and unstirred, burn up thy being in one word. Next till that ecstasy prolonged. Thy meditations deep and strong, slaying even God, should he distract thy attention from the chosen man. Last all these things in one or power, time at the midnight blossom flower. There are 7 keys to the great gate, being 8 in one and 1 in 8. First let the body of thee be still, bound by the cerements of will. Corpse rigid, thus thou mayst abhor the fidget babes that tease the thought. Next, let the breath rhythm be low, easy, regular, and slow, so that thy being be in tune with the great sea's Pacific swoon. Third, let thy life be pure and calm, swayed softly as a will to live be bound to the one love of the profound. Fifth, let the thought divinely free from sense observe its entity. Watch every thought that springs in hands. Hour after hour, thy vigilance, intense and keen, turned inward. Miss no atom of analysis. Sixth, on one thought securely pinned. Still every whisper of the wind. So like a flame straight and stirred, burn up thy being in one word. Next to that ecstasy distract thy attention from the chosen act. Last all these things in one overpowered. Time that the midnight blossom flower. The oneness is yet even in this, my son, thou shalt not do amiss. If thou restrain the expression, shoot thy glance to rapture's darkling root, discarding name, form, sight, and stress. Even of this high consciousness, pierced to the heart, I leave thee here. Thou art the master, I revere thy radiance that rolls afar. O brother of the silver star. Ooh. There are 7 keys to the great gate, being 8 in one and 1 in 8. First let the body of thee be still, bound by the cerements of will. Corpse rigid, thus thou mayst abort the fidget babes that tease the thought. Next let the breath rhythm be low, easy, regular, and slow, so that thy being be in tune with the great sea's Pacific swoon. Third, let thy life be pure and calm, swayed softly as a will to live, be bound to the one love of the profound. Fifth, let the thought divinely free from sense observe its entity. Watch every thought that springs enhance. Hour after hour thy vigilance, intense and keen, turned inward miss no atom of analysis. Sixth, on one thought securely pinned, still every whisper of the wind. So like a flame straight and unstirred, burn up thy being in one word. Next till that ecstasy prolong thy meditations deep and strong. Slaying even God should he distract thy attention from the chosen act. Last all these things in one overpowered. Time that the midnight blossom flower. The oneness is yet even in this, my son, thou shalt not do amiss. If thou restrain the expression, shoot thy glance to rapture's darkling root, discarding name, form, sight, and stress. Even of this high consciousness, pierced to the heart, I leave thee here. Thou art the master, I revere thy radiance that rolls afar. O brother of the silver star. 7 keys to the great gate, being 8 and 1 and 8. First let the body of thee be still, bound by the cerements of will. Corpse rigid as thou layest aboard, the fidget babes that tease the thought. Next let the breath rhythm be low, easy, regular and slow, so that thy being be in tune with the great sea's Pacific swoon. Third, let thy life be pure and calm, swayed softly as a well to live be bound to the one love of the profound. Fifth, let the thought divinely free from sense observe its entity. Watch every thought that spring enhance, hour after hour thy vigilance, intense and keen turned inward miss. No atom of analysis, sixth on one thought securely pinned, still every whisper of the wind. So like a flame, straight and unstirred, burn up thy being in one word. Next, still that ecstasy prolong, thy meditation steep and strong, slaying even God should he distract thy attention from the chosen act. Last all these things in one overpowered, time that the midnight blossom flowered. The oneness is yet even in this, my son, thou shalt not do amiss. If thou restrain the expressions, choose thy glance to raptures darkly moved, discarding name, form, sight, and stress, even of this high consciousness. Pierce to the heart, I leave thee here. Thou art the master, I revere thy radiance that rolls afar. O brother of the silver star. There are 7 keys to the great gate, being 8 and 1 in 8. First, let the body of thee be still, bound by the cerements of will. Corpse rigid thus thou mayst abort, the fidget babes that tease the thought. Next, let the breath rhythm be low, easy, regular and slow, so that thy being be in tune with the great sea's Pacific swoon. Third, let thy life be pure and calm, swayed softly as a well to live be bound to the one love of the profound. Fifth, let the thought divinely free from sense observe its entity. Watch every thought that spring enhance, hour after hour thy vigilance, intense and keen turned inward miss. No atom of and still every whisper of the wind. So like a flame, straight and unstood, born of thy being in one word next. Still that ecstasy prolonged, thy meditations deep and strong, slaying even God should he distract thy attention from the chosen act. Last all these things in one overpowered. Time that the midnight blossom flowered. The oneness is yet even in this, my son, thou shalt not do amiss. If thou restrain the expression, shoot thy glance to rapture's darkling root, discarding name, form, sight, and stress, even of this high consciousness. Pierce to the heart, I leave thee here. Thou art the master I revere, thy radiance that rolls afar. O brother of the silver star. There's 7 keys to the great gate, being 8 and 1 and 1 and 8. First let the body of thee be still, bound by the cerements of will. Corpse rigid thus thou mayst abort the fidget babes that tease the thought. Next let the breath through them be low, easy, regular, and slow, so that thy being be in tune with the great sea's Pacific swoon. Third, let thy life be pure and calm, wait softly as a well to live be bound to the one level of profound. Fifth, let the thought dig vomit free from sense, observe its entity. Watch every thought that springs in hands, hour after hour, thy vigilance. Intense and key turned inward, miss no atom of innocence. 6 on one thought securely pinned, still every whisper of the wind. So like a flame straight as I skirt, burn up thy being in one word. Still that ecstasy prolonged, the meditations deep and strong, slaying even God should he distract thy attention from the chosen act. All these things in one overpowered time, at the midnight blossom flower, the oneness is yet even in this, my son, thou shalt not do amiss. If thou restrain the expression, show thy glance to rapture's darkling root, discarding name, form, sight, and strength, even in this high consciousness. Pierce to the heart, I leave thee here, thou art the master I revere. Thy radiance that rolls afar, O brother of the silver star. There are 7 keys to the great gate, being 8 and 1 and 1 and 8. First let the body of thee be still, bound by the cerements of will. Corpse rigid thus thou mayst abort the fidget babes that tease the thought. Next let the breath rhythm be low, easy, regular, and slow, so that thy being be in tune with the great sea's Pacific swoon. Third, let thy life be pure and calm, fade softly as a well till I be bound to the one of the profound. Fifth, let the thought divinely free from sense of service and tendency. Watch every thought that springs enhance. Hour after all that vigilance, intense and keen, turned inward mist. No atom of analysis. Sick someone thought securely pinned, still every whisper of the wind. So like a flame straight and unstirred, burn up thy being in one word. Next till that ecstasy prolonged, thy meditation steep and strong. Slaying even God should he distract thy attention from the chosen act. Last all these things in one are power. Time that the midnight blossom flower. The oneness is yet even in this. My son, thou shalt not do amiss. So like a flame straight and unstirred, burn up my being in one word. Next to that ecstasy, prolong my meditation, deep and strong. Slaving God should he distract my attention from the chosen act. Bless all these things in water and power, time at the midnight blossom flower. The oneness is yet even this, my son, thou shalt not do amiss. There are 7 keys to the great gate, being 8 and 1 and 1 in 8. First let the body of thee be still, bound by the cerements of will. Corpse rigid thus thou mayst abort the fidget babes that tease the thought. Next let the breath rhythm be low, easy, regular, and slow, so that thy being be in tune with the great sea's Pacific swoon. Third, let thy life be pure and calm, sway softly as a well to live, be bound to the one love of the profound. Fifth, let the thought divinely free from sense of service entity. Watch every thought that springs enhance. Hour after hour, thy vigilance intense and keen, turned inward mist. No atom of analysis. Sixth on one thought, securely pinned. Still every whisper of the wind. Still every whisper of the wind. So like a flame straight and unstirred, burn up thy being in one word. Next to that ecstasy prolong, thy meditation steep and strong. Slaying even God should he distract thy attention from the chosen act. Last all these things in one power. Time that the midnight blossom flowered. The oneness is yet even in this. My son, thou shalt not do amiss. If thou restrain the expression shoot, thy glance to rapture's darkling roots, discarding name, form, sight, and stress, even of his high consciousness. Pierced to the heart, I leave thee here. Thou art the master, I revere. Thy radiance that rolls afar, oh brother of the silver star. There are 7 keys to the great gate, being 8 and 1 and 1 in 8. First let the body of thee be still, bound by the cerements of will. Corpse rigid thus thou mayst abort the fidget babes that tease the thought. Next let the breath rhythm be low, easy, regular, and slow. sway softly as a will to live be bound to the one love of the profound. If let the thought divinely free from sense observe sensitivity. Watch every thought that springs enhance. Hour after hour, thy vigilance. Sense and keys turn wordless. No matter more than knowledge. Someone thoughts you're leaping. Still every whisper of the wind. Like a flame straight and unstirred. Burn up thy being in one word. Next to that ecstasy, prolong thy meditation, steep and strong. Slaying even God should he distract thy attention from the chosen act. Last all these things in one power. Time at the midnight blossom flower. The oneness is yet even in this. My son, thou shalt not do amiss. There are 7 keys to the great gate, being 8 in one and 1 in 8. First let the body of thee be still, bound by the cerements of will. Corpse rigid, thus thou mayst support the fidget babes that tease the thought. Next let the breath rhythm be low, easy, regular, and slow. So that thy being be in tune with the great sea's specific swoon. Third, let thy life be pure and calm, swayed softly as a well to live be bound. To the one love of the profound. Fifth, let the thought divinely free from sense observed entity. Watch every thought that springs enhance. Hour after hour thy vigilance. Intense and keen timed in wordless. No atom of analysis. 6 on one thought securely pinned. Still every whisper of the wind. So like a flame, straight and unstirred. Burn up thy being in one word. Next till that ecstasy prolong. Thy meditation steep and strong. Slain even God should he distract thy attention from the chosen act. Last all these things in one whole hour. Time and the midnight blossom flower. The oneness is yet even in this. My son, thou shalt not do amiss. If thou restrain the expression, shoot thy glance to rapture's darkling root, discarding name, form, sight, and stress, even of this high consciousness. Pierce to the heart, I leave thee here. Thou art the master, I revere. Thy radiance that rose afar, O brother of the silver star. There are 7 keys to the great gate, being 8 in one and 1 in 8. First let the body of thee be still, bound by the cerements of the will. Corpse rigid, thus thou mayst abort the fidget babes that tease the thought. Next let the breath rhythm pacific's wound. Third, let thy life be pure and calm, swayed softly as a well to live be bound. To the one love profound, fifth, let the thought divinely free, from sense observe its entity. Watch every thought that springs enhance, hour after hour thy vigilance, intense and keen turned inwardness, no atom of analysis. Six on one thought securely pinned, still every whisper of the wind. So like a flame straight and unstood, burn up thy being in one word. Next still that ecstasy prolong, thy meditations deep and strong. Slain even God should he distract thy attention from the chosen act. Last all these things in one overpowered, time that the midnight blossom flower. The oneness is yet even in this, my son, thou shalt not do amiss. If thou restrain the expression, shoot thy glance to rapture's dark flame root, discarding name, form, sight, and stress, even of this high consciousness. Pierce to the heart, I leave thee here. Thou art the master I revere. Thy radiance that rose afar, O brother of the silver star. There are 7 keys to the great gate, being 8 in one and 1 in 8. First let the body of thee be still, bound by the cerements of will. Corpse rigid, thus thou makes a bond, the vision makes that tease the thought. Next let the breath rhythm be low, easy, regular, and slow, so that thy being be in tune with the great seas Pacific soon. Third, let thy life be pure and calm, swayed softly as a well to live be bound. To the one love of the profound, fifth, let the thought divinely free, from sense observe its entity. Watch every thought that springs enhance, hour after hour thy vigilance, intense and keen turned inwardness, no atom of analysis. Six on one thought securely pinned, still every whisper of the wind. So like a flame, straight and unstirred, burn up thy being in one word. Next still that ecstasy prolong, thy meditations deep and strong. Slain even God should he distract thy attention from the chosen act. Last all these things in one overpower, time that the midnight blossom flower. The oneness is it, even in this, my son, thou shalt not do amiss. If thou restrain the expression, shoot thy glance to rapture's darkling root, discarding name, form, sight, and stress, even of this high consciousness. Pierce to the heart, I leave thee here. Thou art the master I revere. Thy radiance that rolls afar, O brother of the silver star. There are 7 keys leads to the great gate, being 8 in one and 1 in 8. First let the body of thee be still, bound by the cerements of will.
Corpse rigid, thus thou mayst abort the fidget babes that tease the thought. Next let the breath rhythm be low, easy, regular, and slow, so that thy being be in tune with the great sea's Pacific swoon. Third, let thy life be pure and calm, swayed softly as a well to live be bound to the one love of the profound. Fifth, let the thought divinely free from sense observe its entity. Watch every thought that springs enhance, hour after hour thy vigilance. Intense and keen, turned inward miss, no atom of analysis. Sits on one thought securely pinned, still every whisper of the wind. So like a flame, straight and unstirred, burn up thy being in one word. Next till that ecstasy prolong thy meditations deep and strong. Slain even God, should he distract thy attention from the chosen act. Last all these things in one overpowered, time that the midnight blossom flowered. The oneness is his, even in this, my son, thou shalt not do amiss.
If thou restrain the expression show, thy glance to rapture's darkling room, discarding name, form, sight, and stress, even of this high consciousness. Pierce to the heart, I leave thee here. Thou art the master I revere.
Thy radiance that rolls afar, O brother of the silver star.
There are 7 keys to the great gate, being 8 in 1 and 1 in 8. First, let the body of thee be still, bound by the cerements of will. Corpse rigid, thus thou mayst abort the fidget babes that tease the thought. Next, let the breath rhythm be low, easy, regular, and slow, so that thy being be in tune with the great sea's Pacific swoon. Third, let thy life be pure and calm, swayed softly as a well of live be bound to the one love of the profound. Fifth, let the thought divinely free from sense observe its entity. Watch every thought that springs enhance, hour after hour thy vigilance. Intense and keen, turned inward, miss no atom of analysis. Six on one thought, securely pinned, still every whisper of the wind. So like a flame, straight and unstirred, burn up thy being in one word. Next, still that ecstasy, prolong thy meditation steep and strong, slaying even God should he distract thy attention from the chosen act. Last, all these things in one orb, timed at the midnight blossom flower. The oneness is yet, even in this my son, thou shalt not do amiss. If thou restrain the expression show, thy glance to rapture's darkling blue, discarding name, form, sight, and stress, even of this high consciousness. Pierce to the heart, I leave thee here. Thou art the master I revere. Thy radiance that rolls afar, oh brother of the silver star. There are 7 keys to the great gate, being 8 in 1 and 1 in 8. First, let the body of thee be still, bound by the cerements of will. Course rigid, thus thou mayst abort the fidget babes that tease the thought. Next, let the breath rhythm be low, easy, regular, and slow, so that thy being be in tune with the great sea's Pacific swoon. Then let the light be pure and calm, swayed softly as a well to live be bound to the one love of the profound. Fifth, let the thought divinely free from sense observe its entity. Watch every thought that springs, enhance hour after hour thy vigilance. Intense and keen, turned inwardness, no atom of analysis. 6 on one thought, securely pinned. Still every whisper of the wind. So like a flame straighter than stirred, burn up thy being in one word. Next, still that ecstasy, prolong thy meditation steep and strong, slaying even God should he distract thy attention from the chosen act. Blast all these things in one empowered time, let the midnight blossom flower. The oneness is yet, even in this my son, thou shalt not do amiss. If thou restrain the expression shew, thy glance to rapture's darkling blue, discarding name, form, sight, and stress, even of this high consciousness. There are 7 keys to the great gate, being 8 in 1 and 1 in 8. First, let the body of thee be still, bound by the cerements of will. Corpse rigid, thus thou mayst abort the fidget babes that tease the thought. Next, let the breath rhythm be low, easy, regular, and slow, so that thy being be in tune with the great sea's Pacific swoon. Third, let thy life be pure and calm, swayed softly as a will to live be bound to the one love of the profound. Fifth, let the thought divinely free from sense. Observe its entity. Watch every thought that springs enhance. Hour after hour, thy vigilance intense and keen turned inward miss. No animal and no assist. Fixed on one thought securely pinned. Still every whisper of the wind. So like a flame, straight and unstirred, burn up thy being in one word. Next, still that ecstasy prone, thy meditation steep and strong, slaying even God should he distract thy attention from the chosen act. Last all these things in one or power, time that the midnight blossom flower, the oneness is yet, even in this my son, thou shalt not do amiss. If thou restrain the expression, shoot thy glance to rapture's darkling root, discarding name, form, sight, and stress, even of this high consciousness. Pierce to the heart, I leave thee here, thou art the master, I revere thy radiance that rolls afar, O brother of the silver star. There are 7 keys to the great gate, being 8 in one and 1 in 8. First, let the body of thee be still, bound by the cerements of will. Corpse rigid thus thou mayst abort the fidget babes that tease the thought. Next, let the breath rhythm be low, easy, regular, and slow, so that thy being be in tune with the great sea's specific Third, let thy life be pure and calm, sweet softly as a well to live be bound to the one love of the profound. Fifth, let the thought divinely free from sense, observe its entity. Watch every thought that springs enhance. Hour after hour, thy vigilance intense and keen turned inward miss. No love and all the is fixed on one thought securely pinned. Still every whisper of the wind. So like a flame, straight and unstirred, burn up thy being in one word. Next, still that ecstasy prolong thy meditation steep and strong, slaying even God should he distract thy attention from the chosen act. Last all these things in one or power, time that the midnight blossom flowered, the oneness is yet, even in this my son, thou shalt not do amiss. If thou restrain the expression, shoot thy glance to rapture's darkling root, discarding name, form, sight, and stress, even of this high consciousness. Pierce to the heart, I leave thee here, thou art the master, I revere thy radiance that rolls afar. O brother of the silver star. The way to succeed and the way to suck eggs. This is the holy hexagram. Plunge from the height, O God, and interlock with man. Plunge from the height, O man, triangle is the descending tongue of grace. The blue triangle is the ascending tongue of praise. This interchange, the double gift of tongues, the word of double power, abrahadabra, is the sign of the great work. For the great work is accomplished in silence, and behold, is not that word equal to jet? That is cancer. Whose sigil is up? This work also eats up itself, accomplishes its own and nourishes the worker, leaves no seed, is perfect in itself. Little children, love one another. The way to succeed and the way to suck eggs. This is the holy hexagram. Comes from the heights, oh God, and interlock with man. Comes from the heights, oh man, and interlock with peace. The red triangle is the descending tongue of grace. The blue triangle is the ascending tongue of praise. This interchange, the double gift of tongues, the word of double power, abrahadabra, is the sign of the great work. For the great work is accomplished in silence, and behold, is not that word equal to jet? That is cancer. Whose sigil is up? This work also eats up itself, accomplishes its own and nourishes the worker, leaves no seed, is perfected itself. Little children, love one another. The way to succeed and the way to suck eggs. This is the holy hexagram. Plunge from the height, O God, and interlock with man. Plunge from the height, O man, and interlock with these. The red triangle is the descending tongue of grace. The blue triangle is the ascending tongue of praise. This interchange, the double gift of tongues, the word of double power, abrahadabra, is the sign of the great work. For the great work is accomplished in silence, and behold, is not that word equal to jet? That is cancer. Whose sigil is jet? This work also eats up itself, accomplishes its own and nourishes the worker, leaves no seed, is perfected itself. Little children, love one another. The way to succeed and the way to suck eggs. This is the holy hexagram. Plunge from the height, O God, and interlock with man. Plunge from the height, O man, and interlock with beast. The red triangle is the descending tongue of grace. The blue triangle is the ascending tongue of prayer. This interchange, the double gift of tongues, the word of double power, abrahadabra, is the sign of the great work. For the great work is accomplished in silence, and behold, is not that word equal to jet? That is cancer. Whose sigil is chance? This work also eats up itself, accomplishes its own end, nourishes the worker, leaves no seed, is perfect in itself. Little children, love one another. The way to succeed and the way to suck eggs. This is the holy hexagram. Plunge from the height, O God, and interlock with man. Plunge from the height, O man, and interlock with beast. The red triangle is the descending tongue of grace. The blue triangle is the ascending tongue of prayer. This interchange, the double gift of tongues, the word of double power, abrahadabra, is the sign of the great work. For the great work is accomplished in silence, and behold, is not that word equal to jet? That is cancer. Whose sigil is chance? This work also eats up itself, accomplishes its own end, nourishes the worker, leaves no seed, is perfect The way to succeed, the way to suck eggs. This is the holy hexagram. Plunge from the height, O God, and interlock with man. Plunge from the height, O man, and interlock with beast. The red triangle is the descending tongue of grace. The blue triangle is the ascending tongue of prayer. This interchange, the double gift of tongues, the word of double power. Abrahadabra is the sign of the great work, for the great work is accomplished in silence. And evil is not that word equal to death, that is cancer. Whose sigil is cancer, this work also eats up itself, accomplishes its own end, nourishes the worker, leaves no seed, is perfect in itself. Little children love one another. The way to succeed, and the way to suck eggs. This is the holy hexagram, plunge from the height, O God, and interlock with man. Plunge from the height, O man, and interlock with beast. The red triangle is the descending tongue of grace. The blue triangle is the ascending tongue of prayer. This interchange, the double gift of tongues, the word of double power, abrahadabra, is the sign of the great work, for the great work is accomplished in silence. And behold, is not that word equal to death, that is cancer. Sigil is your gem, this work also eats up itself, accomplishes its own end, nourishes the worker, leaves no seed, is perfect in itself. Little children, love one another. The way to succeed, and the way to suck eggs. The way to succeed, and the way to suck eggs. The way to succeed, and the way to suck eggs. The way to succeed. This is the holy hexagram, plunge from the height, O God, and interlock with man. Plunge from the height, O man, and interlock with beast. The red triangle is the ascending tongue of grace. The blue triangle is the ascending tongue of prayer. This interchange, the double gift of tongues, the word of double power, abrahadabra, is the sign of the great work, for the great work is accomplished in silence. And behold, is not that word equal to death, that is cancer. Whose sigil is regen, this work also eats up itself, accomplishes its own end, nourishes the worker, leaves no seed, is perfect in itself. Little children, love one another. The way to succeed, and the way to suck eggs. The way to succeed, and the way to suck eggs. The way to succeed, and the way to suck eggs. The way to succeed. This is the holy hexagram, plunge from the height, O God, and interlock with man. Plunge from the height, O man, and interlock with beast. The red triangle is the descending tongue of grace. The blue triangle is the ascending tongue of prayer. This interchange, the double gift of tongues, the word of double power, abrahadabra, is the sign of the great work, for the great work is accomplished in silence. The way to succeed, and the way to suck eggs. This is the holy hexagram, plunge from the height, O God, and interlock with man. Plunge from the height, O man, and interlock with beast. The red triangle is the descending tongue of grace. The blue triangle is the ascending tongue of prayer. This interchange, the double gift of tongues, the word of double power, abrahadabra, it's the sign accomplished in silence, and behold, is a word equal to chaff that is cancer. Proceduralist of this work also eats up itself, accomplishes its own end, nourishes the worker, leaves no seed, is perfected itself. Little children, love one another. The way to escape. This is the holy hexagram, plunged from the Heidelberg garden into Lockwood man. Plunged from the Heidelberg man and into Lockwood beast. The red triangle is the descending tongue of grace. The blue triangle is the ascending tongue of prayer. They seem to change the double gift of tongues, the word of double power, abrahadabra. The sign of the great work, for the great work is accomplished in silence, and behold, is not the word equal to chest that is cancer. Proceduralist of this work also eats up itself, accomplishes its own end, nourishes the worker, leaves no seed, is perfected itself. Little children, love one another. The way to succeed, the way to succeed, the way to succeed, the way to Phoenix hath a bell for sound, fire for sight, a knife for touch, 2 cakes, one for taste, the other for smell. He standeth before the altar of the universe at sunset, when earth life fades. He summons the universe and crowns it with living and light to replace the sun of natural light. He prays unto and give homage to Rahor, to him he then sacrifices. The first paper illustrates the prophet drawn from the scheme of incarnation. Second mixed with his eyes, blood and legion. Illustrates the use of the lower life to feed the higher life. He then takes the oath and makes free unconditionally absolute, burning up the flame of his prayer and born again. The Phoenix. The Phoenix hath a bell for sound, fire for sight, a knife for touch, 2 cakes, one for taste, the other for smell. He standeth before the altar of the universe at sunset, when earth life fades. He summons the universe and crowns it with magic and light to replace the sun of natural light. He prays unto and give homage to Rahor, to him he then sacrifices.
The first paper illustrates the prophet drawn from the scheme of incarnation. The second mixed with his life, blood, and eaten. Illustrates the use of the lower life to feed the higher life. He then takes the oath and becomes free. Condition the absolute, burning up the flame of his fire, and born again, the phoenix song. The phoenix hath a bell for sound, fire for sight, a knife for touch, two cakes, one for taste, the other for smell. We stand there before the altar of the universe at sunset, when earth life fades, he summons the universe and crowns it with wedging light to replace the sun of natural light. He prays unto and give homage to a holy faith, to immediate sacrifices. The first paper illustrates the prophet drawn from the scheme of incarnation. The second mixed with his life's blood and eternal. Illustrates the use of the lower life to feed the higher life. He then takes the oath and becomes free. Omniscient, the absolute, burning up the flame of his prayer and born again. The phoenix of praise hath a powerful sound, fire for sight, a knife for touch, two cakes, one for taste, the other for smell. He standeth before the altar of the universe at sunset, when earth life fades, he summons the universe and crowns it with granting light to replace the sun of natural light. He prays him to and give homage to a holy, to him he the sacrifices. The first paper illustrates the prophet drawn from the scheme of incarnation. The second mixed with his life's blood and eaten. Illustrates the use of the lower life to feed the higher life. He then takes the oath and becomes free. Unconditioned, the absolute, burning up the flame of his prayer and hope. The phoenix hath a bell for sound, fire for sight, a knife for touch, two cakes, one for taste, the other for smell. He standeth before the altar of the universe at sunset, when earth life fades. He summons the universe and crowns it with natural light. He prays unto and give homage to Roku. To him he then sacrifices. The first cake burned illustrates the prophet drawn from the scheme of incarnation. The second mixed with his life's blood and Eden illustrates the use of the lower life to feed the higher life. He then takes oath and becomes free, unconditioned, the absolute,
prayer and born again, the phoenix. The phoenix had a bell for sound, fire for sight, an eye for touch, two cakes, one for taste, the other for smell. He standeth before the altar of the universe at sunset when earth life fades. He summons the universe and crowns it with natural light. Give praise unto and give homage to Rahaku. To him he then sacrifices. The first cake burnt illustrates the prophet drawn from the scheme of incarnation. The second mixed with his life's blood and eaten illustrates the use of the lower life to be the higher life. He then takes the oath and becomes free, unconditioned, the absolute, burning up the flame of his prayer and born again, the phoenix. The phoenix hath a bell for sound, fire for sight, a knife for touch, two cakes, one for taste, the other for smell. He standeth before the altar of the universe at sunset when earth life fades. He summons the universe and crowns it with magic light. To replace the sun of natural light, he prays unto and give homage to Rahaku. To him he then sacrifices. The first cake burnt illustrates a prophet drawn from the scheme of incarnation. The second mixed with his life's blood and eaten illustrates the use of the lower life to feed the higher life. He then takes the oath and becomes free, unconditioned, the absolute, burning up the flame of his prayer and born again, the phoenix. The phoenix hath a bell for sound, fire for sight, a knife for touch, two cakes, one for taste, the other for smell. He standeth before the altar of the universe at sunset when earthlight fades. He summons the universe and crowns it with magic light to replace the sun of natural light. He prays unto and give homage to Rahot. To him he then sacrifice. The first cake burnt illustrates the prophet drawn from the scheme of incarnation. The second mixed with his life's blood and heat illustrates the use of the lower life to feed the higher life. He then takes the oath and becomes free on condition. The absolute, burning up the flame of his prayer, and born again, the phoenix. The phoenix and the bell for sound, fire for sight, knife for touch, two cakes, one for taste, the other for smell. He standeth before the altar of the universe at sunset when earthlight fades. He summons the universe and crowns it with magic light to replace the sun of natural light. He prays unto and give homage to Rahot. To him he then sacrifices. The first cake bird illustrates the prophet drawn from the scheme of incarnation. The second mix with his life blood and Eden illustrates the use of the lower life to feed the higher life. He then takes the oath and becomes free. Unconditioned, the absolute, burning up the flame of his prayer and born again. The phoenix. The phoenix has a bell for sound, fire for sight, a knife for touch, two cakes, one for taste, the other for smell. He standeth before the altar of the universe at sunset when earthlight fades. He summons the universe and crowns it with magic light to replace the sun of natural light. Phoenix at the bill for sound, fire for sight, a knife for touch, 2 cakes, 1 for taste, the other for smell. He stands before the altar of the universe at sunset when earth life fades. He summons the universe and crowns it with magic light to replace the sun of natural light. He prays unto and give homage to our heart to him even sacrifices. The first cake burn illustrates the prophet drawn from the scheme of incarnation. The second mix with his life's blood and meat and illustrates the use of the Lord life to feed the higher life. He then takes the oath and becomes free, unconditioned, the absolute, burning up the flame of his prayer, and born again the phoenix. For sound, fire for sight, a knife for touch, 2 cakes, 1 for taste, the other for smell. He stands before the altar of the universe at sunset when earth light fades. He summons the universe and crowns it with magic light to replace the sun of natural light. He prays unto and give homage to our to him even sacrifices. The first cake burn illustrates the prophet drawn from the scheme of incarnation. Second mix with his life, blood, and meat and illustrates the use of the Lord life to feed the higher life. He then takes the oath and becomes free, unconditioned, the absolute, burning up the flame of his prayer, and born again the phoenix. The magician, his breast bare, stands before an altar on which are his burning bells. Durable and 2 of the cakes of light, in the sign of the enter he reaches west across the altar and cries, Herald, that goest in thy bark into the caverns of the dark. He gives the sign of silence and takes the veil and fire in his hands. East of the altar see me stand, with light and music in my hand. He strikes 11 times upon the bell. 3, 5, 4, 5, 5, 3, 3, 3, and places the fire in the laudable. I strike the bell, I light the flame, I utter the mysterious name. Abracadabra, he strikes 11 times upon the bell. Now I begin to pray. Holy thy name and undefiled. Thy reign is come. Here is the bread. Bring me through midnight to the sun. Save me from evil and from good. That thy one crown of all the 10. Even now and here be mine. Amen. first cake on the fire of the thurible. I burn the incense cake proclaim. These adorations of thy name, he makes them as in liberlegis and strikes again 11 times upon the bell. With a burden he then makes upon his breast the proper sign. Behold this bleeding breast of mine, gashed with the sacramental sign. He puts the second cake to the wound. I snatch the blood away, for soaks it up, and the high priest invokes. He eats the second cake, this bread I eat, this oath I swear, as I inflame myself with prayer. There is no grace, this is the love, he strikes in love. Do what thou wilt. He strikes 11 times upon the bell, and cries, Abracadabra. I entered in with woe, with mirth. I now go forth and with thanksgiving, and to do my pleasure on the earth, among the legions of the living. The magician, his breast there, stands before an altar on which are his burdens. Thurible and 2 of the cakes of light. In the sign of the emperor he reaches west across the altar and cries, "There goes to thy bark into the caverns of the dawn." He gives the sign of silence and takes the bell and fire in his hands. He stopped the altar, see me stand, with light and music in my hand. He strikes 11 times upon the bell, 3, 3, 3. 3, 3, 3. And places the fire in the thurible. I strike the bell, I light the flame, I utter the mysterious name, Abracadabra. He strikes 11 times upon the bell. Now I begin to pray. Thou child, holy thy name and undefiled. Thy reign is come, thy will is done. Here is the bread, here is the blood. Bring me through midnight to the sun. Take me from evil and thy one crown of all the dead. Even now and here be He puts the first cake on the fire of the thurible. I burn the incense cake, proclaim these adorations of thy name. He makes your hands deliver legs in stand, strikes again 11 times upon the bell. With the burden he then makes upon his breast the proper sign. Behold these bleeding breast of mine. The sacramental sign. He puts the second cake to the wound. I snatch the blood, the wafer soaks it up, and the high priest invokes. He eats the second cake. This bread I eat, this oath I swear, as I inflame myself with prayer. There is no grace, there is no guilt. This is the Lord, do what thou wilt. He strikes 11 times upon the bell and cries, Abracadabra. I entered in with magician, his breast bare, stands before an altar on which are his burning bell, thurible, and two of the cakes of light. In the sign of the enterer, he reaches west across the altar and cries, "Hail, Ra, that goest in thy bark into the caverns of the dark." He gives the sign of silence and takes the bell and fire in his hand. East of the altar see me stand, with light and music in my hand. He strikes 11 times upon the bell. Tick, tick, tick. Tick, 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 and places the fire and the thurible. I strike the bell, I light the flame, I utter the mysterious name. Abracadabra, he strikes 11 times upon the bell. Now I begin to pray, thou child, holy thy name and undefiled. Thy reign is come, thy will is done. Here is the bread, here is the blood. Bring me through midnight to the sun. Save me from evil and from good, that I will crown of all the dead. Even now and here be mine. Amen. He puts the first cake on the fire of the thurible. I burn the incense cake, proclaim these adorations of thy name. He makes the mass and liber legis and strikes again 11 times upon the bell. With the word he then makes upon his breast the proper sign. Behold this bleeding breast of mine, gashed with the sacramental sign. He puts the second cake to the wound. I stanch the blood, the wafer soaks it up, and the high priest invokes. He eats the second cake. This bread I eat, this oath I swear, as I inflame myself with prayer. There is no grace, there is no guilt, this is the Lord. Do what the will. He strikes 11 times upon the bell and cries, "Abracadabra!" I entered in with woe, with mirth. I now go forth with thanksgiving to do my pleasure on the earth among the legions of the living. He goeth the magician, his breast bare, stands before an altar on which are his burning bell, thurible, and two of the cakes of light. In the sign of the enterer, he reaches west across the altar and cries, "Hail, Ra, that goest in thy bark into the caverns of the dark." He gives a sign of silence and takes the bell and fire in in his hands. East of the altar, see me stand with light and music in my hand. He strikes 11 times upon the bell, 333, and places the fire in the thorough. I strike the bell, I light the flame, I utter the mysterious name, Abracadabra. He strikes 11 times upon the bell. Now I begin to pray, thou child, holy thy name and undefiled. Thy reign is come, thy will is done. Here is the bread, here is the blood, bring me through midnight to the sun. Save me from evil and from good, that thy one crown of all the 10, even thou and here be mine. He puts the first cake on the fire of the thorough. I burn the incense cake, proclaim these adorations of thy name. He makes them as in liberal edges and strikes again 11 times upon the bell. With the burden he then makes upon his breast the proper sign. Behold this bleeding breast of mine, gashed with the sacramental sign. He puts the second cake to the wound. I stanch the blood, the wafer soaks it up, and the high priest invokes. He eats the second cake. This bread I eat, this oath I swear, as I inflame myself with prayer. There is no grace, there is no guilt. This is the law. Do what thou wilt. He strikes 11 times upon the bell and cries, Abracadabra. I entered in with woe, with mirth. I now go forth and with thanksgiving to do my pleasure on the earth among the legions of the living. He goeth, he goeth forth. He goeth forth. The magician, his breast bare, stands before an altar on which are his burning bells. And two of the cakes are light. In the sight of the emperor, he reaches west across the altar and cries, Hail, rod that goest in thy bark into the caverns of the dark. He gives a sign of silence and takes the bell and fire in his hands. East of the altar, see me stand with light and music in my hand. He strikes 11 times upon the bell. 11 times upon the Now I begin to pray, thou child, holy thy name and undefiled. Thy reign is come, thy will is done. Here is the bread, here is the blood. Bring me through midnight to the sun. Save me from evil and from good. That thou one crown of all the 10. Even now and here be mine, and then he puts
puts the first cake on the fire of the thurible. I burn the incense cake, proclaim these adorations of thy name. He makes the mass and liver let Jesus strikes again 11 times upon the bell. Burn even makes upon his breast the prophesy. Behold this bleeding breast of mine, gashed with the sacramental sign. He puts the second cake to the wound, a stench to the blood. The wafer soaks it up in the high priest alone. He eats the second cake, this bread I eat, this oath I swear, as I inflame myself with bread. There is no grave, there is no guilt. This is the law, do what the will. He strikes 11 upon the bell and cries, arise, arise. Now go forth to live thanksgiving. To my pleasure on the earth among the legions of the living. Keep going forth. Keep going forth. The magician, his brass bearer, stands before an altar on which are his burring bell, thurible, and 2 of the cakes lie. In the sign of the answer, he reaches west across the altar and cries, Hail, Rada, goest in thy bark into the caverns of the dark. He gives a sign of silence and takes the bell and fire in his hands. He's to the altar, see me stand with light and music in my hand. He strikes 11 times around the bell. 3 places the fire in the thurible. I strike the bell, I light the flame, I enter the mysterious name. He strikes 11 times upon the bell. Now I begin to play, thou child, holy thy name and undefiled. Thy reign has come, now it is done. Here is the bread, here is the blood. Bring me through midnight to the sun. Save me from evil and from good. Dead by 1 crown of all the 10. Even now and here be mine and then. He puts the first cake on the fire of the thurible. Utterly incense he proclaims these adorations of thy name. He makes a mess of religious and strikes 11 times upon the bell. Bearing even makes upon his breast the proper sign. Behold this bleeding breast of mine. Yes, with the sacramental sign. He puts the second cake to the wound. I fetch the blood. The wafer soaks it up in the high priest symbol. He eats the second cake, this bread I eat, this oath I swear, as I inflame myself with prayer. There is no grace, there is no guilt. This is the Lord, do what the will. He strikes 11 times upon the bell.
to live by his own law, to live in the way that he wills to do.
Stop doing that with your lip.
To work as he will, to play as he will, to rest as he will, to die when and how he will. Man has the right to eat what he will, to drink what he will, to dwell where he will, to move as he will on the face of the earth. Man has the right to think what he will, to speak what he will, to write what he will, to draw, paint, carve, etch and mold, build as he will, to dress as he will. Man has the right to love as he will, take your fill and will of love as he will, when, where, and with whom he will. Man has a right to kill those who would thwart these rights. The slave shall serve. Love is the law. Love under will. The law of the strong. This is our law and the joy of the world. Do what thou wilt shall be the whole of the law. Thou hast no right but to do thy will. Do that and no father shall say nay. Every man and every woman is a star. There is no God but man.
Right here, right now, bitch.
The rights of man master free. Free to put her up on a sleep. All the master is man has a right to live by his own law, to live in the way that he wills to do, to work as he will, to play as he will, to rest as he will, to die when and how he will. Man has the right to eat what he will, to drink what he will, to dwell where he will, to move as he will on the face of the earth. Man has the right to think what he will, to speak what he will, to write what he will, to draw, paint, carve, etch and mold, build as he will, to dress as he will. Man has the right to love as he will, take your fill and will of love as he will, when, where, and with whom you will. Man has the right to kill those who would thwart these rights. The slave shall serve. Love is the law. Love under will. The law of the strong. This is our law and the joy of the world. Do what thou wilt shall be the whole of the law. Thou hast no right but to do thy will. Do that and no other shall say nay. Every man and every woman is a star. There is no God but man. The rights of man, Master Therian, Freda Putter, Albo, Alistair Crowley, the Master, Alistair Crowley. Man has the right to live by his own law, to live in the way that he wills to do, to work as he will, to play as he will, to rest as he will, to die when and how he will. Man has the right to eat what he will, to drink what he will, to dwell where he will, to move as he will on the face of the earth. Man has the right to think what he will, to speak what he will, to write what he will, to draw, paint, carve, etch and mold, build as he will, to dress as he will. Man has the right to love as he will, take your fill and will of love as he will. has the right to kill those who would thwart these rights. The slave shall serve. Love is the law. Love under will. The law of the strong. This is our law and the joy of the world. Do what thou wilt shall be the whole of the law. Thou hast no right but to do thy will. Do that and no other shall say nay. Every man and every woman is a star. There is no God but man. The rights of man, Master Therian, Freda Puderabo, Alistair Crowley, the Master, Alistair Crowley. Man has a right to live by his own law, to live in the way that he wills to do, to work as he will, to play as he will, to rest as he will, to die when and how he will. Man has a right to eat what he will, to drink what he will, to dwell where he will, to move as he will on the face of the earth. Man has a right to think what he will, to speak what he will, to write what he will, to draw, paint, carve, etch, mold, build as he will, to dress as he will. Man has a right to love as he will, take your fill and will of love as you will, when, where, and with whom ye will. Man has a right to kill those who would walk these rights. The slave shall serve. Love is the law. Love under will. The law of the strong. This is our law and the joy of the world. Do what thou wilt shall be the whole of the law. Thou hast no right but to do thy will, do that, and no other shall say nay. Every man and every woman is a star, there is no God but man. The rights of man, Master Therion, Freda Puderabo, Alistair Crowley, the Master, Alistair Crowley. Man has a right to live by his own law, to live in the way that he wills to do, to work as he will, to play as he will, to rest as he will, to die when and how he will. Man has a right to eat what he will, to drink what he will, to dwell where he will, to move as he will on the face of the earth. Man has a right to think what he will, to speak what he will, to write what he will, to draw, paint, carve, etch, mold, build as he will, to dress as he will. Man has a right to love as he will, take your fill and will of love as he will, when, where, and with whom he will. Man has a right to kill those who would thwart these rights. The slave shall serve. Love is the law. Love under will. The law of the strong. This is our law and the joy of the world. Do what thou wilt shall be the whole of the law. Thou hast no right but to do thy will, do that, and no other shall say nay. Every man Frida Puderabo, Alistair Crowley, the master, Alistair Crowley. Man has a right to live by his own law, to live in the way that he wills to do, to work as he will, to play as he will, to rest as he will, to die when and how he will. Man has a right to eat what he will, to drink what he will, to dwell where he will, to move as he will on the face of the earth. Man has a right to think what he will, to speak what he will, to write what he will, to draw, paint, carve, etch, mold, build as he will, to dress as he will. Man has the right to love as he will, take your fill and will of love as you will, when, where, and with whom ye will. Man has the right to kill those who would thwart these rights. The slave shall serve. Love is the law. Love under will. The law of the strong. This is our law and the joy of the world. Do what thou wilt shall be the whole of the law. Thou hast no right but to do thy will, do that, and no other shall say nay. Every man and every woman is a star, there is no God but man. The rights of man, Master Theria, Frida Puderabo, Alistair Crowley, the Master, Alistair Crowley. To live in the way that he wills to do, to work as he will, to play as he will, to rest as he will, to die when and how he will. Man has the right to eat what he will, to drink what he will, to dwell where he will, to move as he will on the face of the earth. Man has the right to think what he will, to speak what he will, to write what he will, to draw, make, carve, etch, mold, build as he will, to dress as he will. Man has the right to love as he will, take your fill and will of love as he will, when, where, and with whom he will. Man has the right to kill those who would want these rights. The slave shall serve. Love is the law, love and the will, the law of the strong. This is our law and the joy of the world. Do unto will shall be the whole of the law. Thou hast no right but to do thy will, do that, and no other shall say nay. Every man and every woman is a star, there is no God but man. The rights of man, Master very unafraid of Honorable Alistair Crowley, Alistair Crowley, the Master Alistair Crowley. To live by his own law, to live in the way that he wills to do, to work as he will, to play as he will, to rest as he will, to die when and how he will. Man has a right to eat what he will, to drink what he will, to dwell where he will, to move as he will on the face of the earth. Man has a right to think what he will, to speak what he will, to write what he will, to draw as he will, to play as he will, to rest as he will, to die when and how he will. Man has the right to eat what he will, to drink what he will, to dwell where he will, to move as he will on the face of the earth. Man has the right to think what he will, to speak what he will, to write what he will, to draw, paint, carve, etch, mold, build as he will, to dress as he will. Man has the right to love as he will, take your fill of love as he will, when, where, and with whom he will. Man has the right to kill to his worthless right. The slave shall serve. Love is the law. Love under will, the law of the strong. This is our law and the joy of the world shall be thou hast no right but to do thy will, do that, and no other shall say nay. There is no one but man. The rights of man must vary unfree, vulnerable, unless the crowded, unless the crowded, the master, unless the crowded. His own law, to live in the way that he wills to do, to work as he will, to play as he will, to rest as he will, to die when and how he will. None has the right to eat what he will, to drink what he will, to dwell where he will, to move as he will on the face of the earth. Man has the right to think what he will, to speak what he will, to write what he will, to draw, paint, carve, etch, mold, build as he will, to dress as he will. Man has the right to love as he will, take your fill and will love as he will, when, where, and with whom he will. Man has the right to kill those who would thwart these rights the slaves shall serve. Love is the law, love under will, the law of the strong. This is our law and the joy of the world. Do what thou wilt shall be the whole of the law. Thou hast no right but to do thy will, do that, and no other shall say nay. Every man and every woman is a star. There is no God but man. The rights of man must vary on. Afraid of murder of Alistair Crowley, the master, Alistair Crowley. Alistair Crowley. Has the right to live by his own law, to live in the way that he wills to do, to work as he will, to play as he will, to rest as he will, to die when and how he will. Man has the right to eat what he will, to drink what he will, to dwell where he will, to move as he will on the face of the earth. Man has the right to think what he will, to speak what he will, to write what he will, to draw, paint, carve, etch, mold, build as he will, to dress as he will. Man has take your fill, and will love as you will. With whom you will. Man has the right to kill those who would thwart these rights. The slave shall serve. Love is the law, love and the will, the law of the strong. This is our law and the joy of the world. Do what thou wilt shall be the whole of the law. Thou hast the right but to do thy will. Do that, and no other shall say nay. Every man and every woman is a star. There is no God but man. The rights of man must have theory on. Freedom for Rambo, Alistair Crowley, the master, Alistair Crowley. Man has the right to live by his own law, to live in the way that he wills to do, to work as he will, to play as he will, to rest as he will, to die when and how he will. Man has the right to eat what he will, to drink what he will, to dwell where he will, to move as he will on the face of the earth. Man has the right to think what he will, to speak what he will, to write what he will, to draw, paint, carve, etch, mold, build as he will, to dress as he will. Man has the right to love as he will, take your fill and will of love as he will. When, where, and with whom you will. Man has the right to kill those who would thwart these rights. The slave shall serve. Love is the law, love on the will, the law of the strong. This is a law of the joy of the world. Do what thou wilt shall be the whole of the law. Thou hast no right but to do thy will. Do that, and no other shall say nay. Every man and every woman is a star. There is no God but man. The rights of man must carry on. Afraid of murder, Alistair Crowley, the master, Alistair Crowley.
This is the most dangerous part.
Man has a right to live by his own law, to live in the way that he wills to do, to work as he will, to play as he will, to rest as he will, to die when and how he will. Man has the right to eat what he will, to drink what he will, to dwell where he will, to move as he will on the face of the earth. Man has the right to think what he will, to speak what he will, to write what he will, to draw, paint, carve, etch, mold, build as he will, to dress as he will. Man has the right to love as he will, take your fill and will love as he will. Where and with whom you will. Man has a right to kill those who thwart these rights. The slave shall serve. Love is the law. Love on the will, the law of the strong. This is our Lord and the joy of the world. Do what thou wilt, shall be the whole of the law. Thou hast no right but to do thy will. Do that, no other shall say nay. Every man and every woman is a star. There is no God but man. The rights of man must carry on. Freedom To live in the way that he wills to do. To work as he will, to play as he will, to rest as he will, to die when and how he will. Man has the right to eat what he will, to drink what he will, to dwell where he will, to move as he will. On the face of the earth, man has the right to think what he will, to speak what he will, to write what he will, to draw, paint, carve, and to mold, build as he will, to dress as he will. Man has the right to love as he will. Take your fill and will of love as you will. Where and with whom he will. Man has the right to kill and want these rights. The slave shall serve. Love is the law. Love on the will. The law of the strong. This is the law and the joy of the world. Do what thou wilt. Shall be the whole of the law. Thou hast no right but to do thy will. Do that, and no one shall say nay. Every man and every woman is a God. There is no God but man. The rights of man. Last of the freedom to do as the Crowley. Man has a right to live by his own law, to live in the way that he wills to do, to work as he will, to play as he will, to rest as he will, to die when and how he will. Man has the right to drink what he will, to drink what he will, to dwell where he will, to move as he will. Man has the right to think what he will, to speak what he will, to write what he will, to draw, paint, carve, and to mold, build as he will, to dress as he will, build as he will.